Simba was walking slow, so I told him to Mufasa.
All right, that's enough
No.
for these crappy ass puns. Cold Open Complete.
What was
Start
Forrest
the
Gump's
show.
email
What was
password? 1Forrest1. I'm done.
All right, just start the music, Devin. We're just gonna jump into it.
Is it recording right now?
Yeah, it's recording.
I should probably get closer.
Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to Mistakes Were Made, the show where we talk about mistakes and things we love and maybe even remember why we love them in the first place. I'm your host and residential mistake artist, Eduardo Vaca, and with me today, as always, is fellow mistake artist, Chris Hecker.
Hello.
He's there.
I'm always.
You're always here.
Always late.
You're always late. Yes, you are. You know what, Chris? After this, we have to have a serious talk of serious evaluation about your performance.
We started an hour later because of me.
We did.
I'm sorry.
I'm not pointing fingers, but yeah, it's definitely Chris's fault.
Your words are cutting through my...
They're like butter cutting through this. Like my words are the knife cutting through your butter soul.
I can't believe it's not butter, though.
It's margarine.
It's actually skin.
Your soul isn't even butter. It's just like a congelated fat from some... It's like horse fat. It's glue. Your soul is glue.
Stop.
Sticky and white.
Crazy.
Ooh. It's getting weird.
I am sticky right now.
Ew. So how has your week been? By the way, this is the first time in a couple of weeks since it's been just the two of us.
Has it been, really? I
think 2 or 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we always do the guest episodes.
Only because you want to.
It's true. I'm always pushing. I'm like, Chris, we need to spice this up. And you're like, I like what we have. And I'm like, no.
I was going to say something like that. Thanks for... Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, guess I'm going to put them back in right now, because how's your week been, man?
It's okay.
Yep.
Think I might drop my one class, but you know what's up.
Because, yeah, it's the... when you have very few options, you might as well just drop them. What class is it?
It's a public speaking class. I'm focusing too much on the wrong things, and it's ruining... It's fucking up my life.
That's good. I mean, as long as you're aware of it, then you're fine, right?
I mean, like, a crack addict can be, like, aware that he has a problem, but he'll still be doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's me with Oreos and big Reese's Pieces guy.
I thought you were going to say Orientals. I was like, okay.
Me with Oreos.
Okay.
No, that's something we can talk about. I get that.
So, timestamp.
It's a timestamp. So, if you want to hear more, some extra me and Chris, we recently recorded an episode with Bobby and the Parking Lot Boys. Bobby, for any of you 3 longtime listeners, was on the 3rd episode of our show.
Which is gone now, I think.
It's gone, yeah. But it will. But we're gonna do a big YouTube thing pretty soon, and then all our episodes will be available. With pictures of the cover, just like you like it. So yeah, that'll be fun.
We'll have the guest naked under the table, like they're in jail.
Yeah, you're just gonna see the neck up though.
No.
Yeah, just the neck up, and it'll be nice. But they'll be wearing clothes
really
under
wet.
that.
Oh.
It's gonna be it's gonna be disgusting. So that was fun. I don't know. I felt awkward there.
I had fun.
I warmed up to it pretty quickly.
So did I. I mean, like, I feel like once I started talking, they gave me like the floor at times. So I I felt good. I felt comfortable.
Yeah, Bobby's always fun though.
Just him though, apparently, is what you're saying.
No, Evan and Jordan were fun too, and Gus was nice, and they were all. Well, we knew Gus from before this. I didn't know the other 2 guys,
No,
but
you didn't.
I did.
No.
I knew the fact that I'm saying his name so comfortably is evidence that I knew him very well. Anyway, that should be up by the time this episode airs, and that was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can have Bobby back on this show. We can do a little collusion, a little cameo, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hey, okay.
Shared universe.
Speaking of cameos, did you know that Flash Thompson from Spider-Man 1 was in Spider-Man 3 at the funeral for Harry?
Was he? Oh, no way, really?
Yeah, he's behind Mary Jane.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually like, oh, fuck, that movie is amazing.
All his high school buddies came by to show some support.
It's almost like he had friends.
Yeah, but he didn't. His money had friends.
His dad had friends.
Leading into this conspiracy episode of Mistakes Were Made.
Don't ever use your tongue like that again.
Oh, boy. Well, and interestingly, we talked about Spider-Man extensively in the Bobby cast with the Parking Lot Boys.
Yeah, they didn't rank it like I asked.
No, they didn't. I thought that was really funny. Yeah. I was like, oh, we're just moving on.
Yeah, whatever. No.
Yeah, if you want our rankings, you can refer to our 2nd episode in the future sometime. Anyway, Chris, today is going to be our relationship advice episode, where 2 of the most unqualified people with the most relationship problems probably in the world are going to talk about some serious relationship stuff.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, Chris, we need to talk about our relationship. That's what I'm saying. What are you hearing?
What are you trying? I don't know. I'm gonna stutter a lot in this episode.
Someone has to. It's only so we should. We're recording this the Sunday before we release it. It's only 9:00, but I'm pretty dead right now. Yeah,
this is my fault.
It is your fault because I was wide awake an hour ago, and now
I also called out of work today too.
You did?
Yeah, because I had work at 11 and I got home at 6, and I'm just like, no.
It's not a good idea.
I didn't want to talk to anybody, so I called the minute I got home, straight to voicemail. Hey, I can't come in. Thank you. Bye.
Peace. Also, this is Chris.
Also, hi. I work at Johnny Rockets.
Also, I will not be giving you the smiley face ketchup. Okay?
I'm a host. Okay.
Why don't you guys do it with ranch? Why don't you guys have squeezable ranch thingies so you can give me a smiley face there?
A white smile? Who's ever wanted a white smile?
I give myself white smiles on a daily basis.
Excuse me?
It helps me sleep. Anyway, I guess let's just jump into some of these questions. So I pulled some. What we were originally going to do was we were going to do the Dear Prudence section from Slate.com and reread those problems and give you our advice. Yeah, that's the one I'm most familiar with. But I read them and they were like 2 paragraphs each, so that's not happening. I've only got so much time on my hands, kids, and I'm not going to spend it reading like some sort of communist.
We have a limit.
Please.
Each man has a limit.
This is for the ears, not for the eyeballs. Just look at our cover art. Anyway, so first question, I'm gonna ask you, Chris. What advice would you give... Wait. We should probably give sub-movie talk, right?
I think you're going to preface it with, like, describing our relationship at the moment instead of, like...
Well, I mean, ours is clearly in turmoil. They heard the first 6 minutes of the show.
Wait, like, you saying ours? Because I'm fucking good.
Ours?
No. If you looked at my Instagram
like
story,
my relationship with you.
Oh.
That's what I was referring to.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
The cracks, it's cracking.
I don't like you.
No, I don't like you either. It's just a chore.
I don't like what you're wearing on your feet right now.
No, I'm wearing Crocs and they're comfy.
For some reason, I feel like they're touching me.
They are. It's because they're touching the ground, and so they're touching you by extension. Just a quick thing in favor of Crocs. They're hideous, but land, air, and sea capable. Okay, yeah. I can go from earth to dirt to the ocean without even telling the difference.
Isn't dirt basically earth?
Don't worry about it, Chris. Just look at my Crocs and look at how they
go from land to land.
I can go to land to gravel without noticing at all. It just feels like I'm hovering on clouds the entire time, man. It's insane. Anyway, Chris, Spock question. Spock. What's your favorite Star Trek movie? No, what's your favorite... What are some romantic comedies or just romantic movies that you're into?
I don't watch a lot. I don't. I don't really like that genre.
Do you have, like, a date movie that works?
The Thing.
The Thing. When you're alone with a girl, there's nothing they want to see more than some special effects and head falling off.
Evil Dead, and I skipped straight to the tree rape scene.
You're just like, you know what this chick's gonna love? This.
No, it's actually a horrible move. It's a horrible move if you don't know their background.
Barkable. Barkable?
Stop.
Wait, what's a horrible movie? Evil Dead 2?
That's a good movie. Fuck you.
What'd you say was a horrible movie?
No. I thought we were talking about... Oh, no, I said... I can't even fucking talk. I thought we were talking about good date movies. I said Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, have you seen Gone Girl?
Yeah, that's a good
that's the best worst date movie I can think of. I would recommend that to anyone.
What would you do if your girlfriend got on top of you and just slit your throat? While she was like...
Well, I'm a big improviser, so I'd be like, yes, and what's...
You were already choking before this cut.
Yeah.
Before the slit.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I don't think it would cut through the leash, so what's the truth? Anyway, I like Annie Hall. I don't know if I've talked about that one on the show. Yeah, dude, it's the perfect romantic comedy, except that they don't get together at the end. So it's like 500 Days of Summer, but better. I think I've talked about it on this show. Another good one. Your reaction is a guy in a perm.
It's young Adam Sandler.
It's young Adam Sandler in a perm. Actually, the best date movie is, what is it, The Cobbler. The Cobbler is the best date movie. He wears other people's shoes and he becomes them. It's a metaphor.
What's a good date movie? What have I watched? What have I, like, fallen in love with? Baby Driver.
Baby Driver's a good date movie.
Yeah.
That one's fun. It's exhilarating.
Yeah.
It's exhilarating.
I can't think of one. This is horrible.
I feel like most superhero movies are pretty good, like, first date movies, because you go, you have a good... let me phrase that. Most Marvel movies are pretty good. Like, you can take a girl to see Spider-Man, and she'll probably like it. You know, you can take her to see the new Thor movie. She'll dig it, you know?
Yeah, she liked it. I took mine.
Oh, yeah? She liked it? Exactly.
She liked Korg.
She like, everyone likes Korg. Hey, bruv.
He has a good voice.
Hey, bruv. So, I can't even do it. I just do it. I make a disservice to Taika Waititi every time.
Franco's okay at doing it.
I think Franco's the best, because he has the... Hey, bruv. Yeah,
or Sean or Franco, one of them. They sound the same.
They do. It's ear racism. They all sound the same to me.
He's going to comment on that.
Someone's got... Hey, if he didn't, I would, Chris. If he didn't, I would. So anyway, there's your movie talk for this episode. You're not going to get much more of it, at least not formally scripted. First question to you, Chris, about relationships and the advice that you would go along with them. What advice would you give somebody who just started dating? Don't do it.
Don't rush into it, and don't bring up any past relationships.
Ever.
Unless it's affecting you, which you probably should say something.
You don't rub my feet the way she used to. Let's discuss.
You don't lightly rub my inner arms as softly as she used to.
You're not scratching my spot. My spot is usually like right under the rib cage.
My spot is actually my whole body, so you can't miss it.
Yeah, and I just sneeze every time.
Please touch me.
Please give me some affection. That's a pretty. I feel that's a pretty good advice. My advice would always be very money conscious. Look at that. Chris just got up because he knew I was right. Be money conscious.
Stop with these puns.
Did I give you a pun?
Advice, wordplay, whatever it is.
Did I do one?
Did you say advice or advice?
I did not say advice.
Okay.
But now, let me give you some advice, listeners. That's amazing. I'm going to do that every time now, you fool. That is gonna be a section on our show, advice. Time for some advice.
You didn't catch up on that?
No, I didn't.
You've never caught up on that in your whole life?
No, I might be some a little nasally right now, but...
I think I'm getting sick, too.
Yeah, let's get sick together. Let's both sneeze on each other's faces and just...
Or spit on the table and also...
They'll cancel out. My disease will fight your disease, and eventually we'll just, start the way in a breed of superhumans who are genetically indestructible.
You know what's a good date movie? If they haven't seen it, Deadpool.
Deadpool is a good date movie. It's a good one-watch. E.T. It's a good one-watch movie. Just the tips.
Have you seen that Family Guy thing where, it's Philadelphia. You know that movie, right?
Yeah.
And E.T.'s, over
Tom
Hanks' bed. And he's like, ouch. He doesn't touch him. He's like, Tom Hanks is like, he didn't touch me. He's like, I don't want to get AIDS.
Jesus. Family Guy's the worst. I hate Family Guy.
It used to be funny. Anyways.
We talked about this in the cartoon episode. That's the worst thing you could watch with a girl, I think.
SpongeBob? Actually,
well, most girls like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, it's...
Most people like SpongeBob.
Shut up, Ed.
It's terrible.
No, it's not.
It's
you just
garbage.
watched it at the wrong time in your life. If you
at any time. Anytime's the wrong time.
Did you say Eddie time? We get it. Your name's
Ed.
Ed.
Oh my god, Chris. You're going to be my residential pun writer. Mistakes were Ed. Or Ed M. SpongeBob is the worst. Spin-off. And also, Family Guy that's probably a pretty bad... I don't know any girl who likes Family Guy.
If you just show them, the funny clips.
The clips probably get away with, but a whole episode... I get dragged down by a whole episode.
The old episodes. I'll be honest, they're better. They're much better. Because, the clips probably are more, randomized.
Yeah, and I mean, but I know it's just not as, jarring when they do something. You know, they like to be really controversial, and it's like, that's not
like
great.
It anymore. That's why I don't like it anymore. It wasn't all about controversy back then.
No. Yeah, for me, it was always, inferior Simpsons. And now it's just really just sad.
Seth MacFarlane says, he perfected, something. He didn't... I don't know if he said perfected, but he says his is a better Simpsons.
That's crazy. That's insane. And everyone says The Simpsons really decreased in quality, and I don't disagree.
I think it's getting better.
Is it?
I've heard it's getting better.
I haven't been following it.
Either.
You know what's been bumming me out lately? SNL.
Yeah.
The cast, I think, the top cast I can remember is Fred Armisen, Bill Hader, Kristen Wiig. Those guys were insanely good. Yeah. I'm a huge Fred Armisen fan.
I like Andy Samberg. I liked when he was there.
He was with them, right?
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, and the thing is, this crew is good. I like all of them. I like, what is it? I don't know his last name, but Beck, and then he's the guy who plays Putin, usually. What is that?
Oh,
yeah, that guy.
I know you're talking about.
I think he's really funny, and I like Kyle Mooney. Kyle Mooney is really funny.
See his face.
He's just weird.
I honestly don't watch SNL anymore. I started for a little bit when I came back from New York because when we went to New York in 8th grade, we went to the NBC like studio thing and we got like a tour. And
That's dope.
I actually saw Robert De Niro.
Yeah?
And he didn't wave at us because he's an asshole.
He was like, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I watched the segment too he was in. It was kind of like weird. It was kind of cool. You see this set and then like them just like talking about it and then you see it on TV. It's just like...
That's pretty cool.
It was a Sean moment for me.
It was a Sean moment. A Sean Scream Korg emulation moment.
Right now, would you pay $18 to go see The Disaster Artist?
Maybe? I don't know. I do want to see it. It looks really good.
I don't think it's $18.
Is it playing at like the ArcLight or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll get wide release.
Like
I think
in December.
It's competing quote unquote against Star Wars, right? I think it's that same weekend.
No, I think it's December. I think it's early December.
Is it?
Star Wars is the 15th.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the same
I'll watch it though.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I will, because it's James Franco making a pretty like a comedy that's also
real life.
Like they want to be taken seriously, which is pretty cool. Ooh. I mean, it's A24 releasing it, so that's pretty like they do pretty dope stuff.
Shit,
so back to what?
Ow, that hurts.
What?
I don't know. My wrist is killing
my heart hurts. Just
you were trying to cut through this part of my body, and that's not the model.
With my words. What are the?
Wait, what about your advice?
My advice? Oh yeah, I started it. Basically, just be aware of how much money you're gonna spend.
Yeah.
Because you drop a lot of money on girls.
I actually didn't spend a lot of money on my first date. We just went to the movie theater down the street from your house.
Which is like a discount $5 ticket-ish place, which is pretty good.
And to me, it wasn't even that great an experience.
Really?
Because there were people talking throughout the whole movie. There was this kid behind us that kept spoiling everything.
Yes, that was me. I knew you guys were going, and I was like, let's mess this up for Chris.
But you actually made it work. Now there's this person.
And now you're getting married, so that's...
I know, look at my finger. Yeah. Put a ring on it. And
it's cut off.
And there was someone in front of us snoring too.
Really?
Yeah, but she said she liked it because it added to the experience. And what?
That's like saying a fire adds to the experience of like living.
And what was
it's a weird comparison.
And what was weird, we went to Hollywood like for our month anniversary thing to go see Nightmare Before Christmas in 4D. Like we were just walking around, and at one point like we stop at a corner, and then we just see like Pennywise, like someone dressed as Pennywise walk by.
Was it good?
Yeah, no, it looked really good. I thought it was like a really nice coincidence since it was our 1 month and our first date was it. And like, wow, this is like weird.
That's all.
I think I'm in love.
What's your anniversary date?
The 29th.
You guys do the months? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's for the months.
Well, it's September 29th. Yeah. It's only been like a month and like a half. No, 2 months. No, a month. I'm done.
It's close to 2, like a week or so from 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. I dropped
out of school.
I'm not doing the school thing anymore, or the numbers thing. They were never for me. I was always more of a sound guy. Just figure it out by ear. I don't know. Month anniversaries are tricky because I just don't want to spend money like that every month.
Just buy flowers.
Yeah, but no.
That literally shows that you remembered.
What I do is I write a very long text message, and by long I mean like 2 sentences. Hey girl, you look good.
Hey girl, thinking about you. Bye.
I forget that because we did that for a while. Just every month it'd be like, hey, we made it to 2 months, we made it to 14 months, made it to like 6. We would just keep doing that, and then
now we're stuck.
And then we just don't mention it.
The anniversary thing at all? The years or
the year we do,
okay,
and I don't think 6 months. We don't. We maybe 6. No, we don't do 6 months. What am I saying? Because if so, that's like in a month.
I feel like it doesn't matter with months now since you guys have been together for like 2-3 years.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 now.
Yeah, so I
think
it would be kind of it would get like tedious to just say like, hey, happy 1 year and 5 months.
Yeah, if either of us remembers it, that's when I'm pretty. I'm like 90. I don't want to say it on air because I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the 18th. And if so, that's coming up.
Does she listen to these?
Yeah, so.
Good luck with that.
Hey, Mary, what's up? Shout outs to the girl who's going to give me shit for not remembering my anniversary day.
Shout out to Christina Applegate.
Shout out to Christina Applegate. Oh, yeah, anniversaries are.
Why don't you have it in your phone?
I do. But I don't look it up like every day, every morning. What's my anniversary again? Oh yeah. There we go.
Why is my hair still wet? What the fuck?
Your hair is wet. What's up with that?
Is that shampoo?
I don't see shampoo.
It feels like shampoo's still in there. Shit. Maybe I wasn't ready when I left.
You thought, Chris.
Maybe I needed more than an hour.
I'm saying you thought as in past tense of things, but also as in the whore. You thought.
What an idiot thinking I could park in my driveway and not get shit for parking in my driveway.
You fool. Okay. Second question. That's crazy. We're like halfway done and it's only been 2 questions. Or one question.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So what are your... Yeah. How do you feel about introducing friends from different parts of your life?
To her?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine with it. Oh, wait, no, what kind of friends? Like, every friend or, like...
Yeah, just general friends. Because, I mean,
I feel like...
when you're introducing someone like me, who's clearly your best friend in the entire universe... Don't give me that look. This is why our relationship is crumbling, Chris. We're not defined. But, like, no, like, I'm weird with friends.
Crumbles.
Yeah. It's the way the Ed crumbles.
Yeah.
The Eddie V. I want my, like, super Indian rapper name to be in Eddie V.
Careful.
Run 3 steps backwards.
But 1 step.
Yeah, how do you feel about introducing your girl to friends?
I feel like it's important. It's an important thing because it shows that you want her to, I don't know. I'm sorry, I thought that was catching. Wait, okay. I think it's important because it shows that you want her, like, to, I don't know. I can't get my
You want the inclusion.
Yes.
You know, you don't want it to be like, oh, I have to be with my friends or with my girlfriend.
Can I meet them? No.
No, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's really cool. But then it's weird when your girlfriend becomes closer friends with your friends than you ever thought was an option.
That'll never happen.
No, it happens, and it's the worst. It's weird. It's just weird, you know, because, like, I like the separation, but on my terms, you know what I mean? It's like I have my girlfriend, I have my friends, and then I have my family, and I want them all to get along. But it's also, like, I want, you know, I like the separation. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think my girlfriend's ever going to get comfortable with my family, because my family is my family. You don't even, like, pulling up to my house.
Me? I don't. No, but I like your... I get along with Cameron really well, I think. Cameron's a lot of fun. Who would get along badly with Cameron, with your brother? I mean...
Me. I'm just kidding. No, he's okay. He'd just be kind of annoying sometimes.
But family's different because, like, you can't do anything to offend them.
Yeah, I can. I could stab
you know,
them.
You could. I mean, the relationship over,
no,
but you could.
I could. Let me tell you this one thing. Cameron's playing a game, and he kept dying. I'm like, what do you say? Cameron said, like, look what you did, blah, blah, blah.
Look what
and
you
then at one point
do.
I said, like, well, this wouldn't have happened if you weren't born. And then, like, he started crying.
Oh, yikes.
He's 12.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you really going to take me seriously at 12 when I say that? You're not 7.
I cry when my brother does that to me, and he's, like, 10. Words hurt, Chris. Oh, stop doing that. Stop. Chris is using a knife to cut loose threads. It's very kind, but also shaking the table.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, so it's weird. You've met her parents?
Yeah. They like me.
That's good.
Yeah, I was in her room at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and her dad just popped in. He's like, he didn't even say anything. He's just like, maybe it's time, Chris, for you to leave. I'm like, yeah.
It's a good idea.
You're probably right.
Have you interacted with him since then?
Not yet. It was yesterday. So.
Oh, really? That's
I did text him and say like, hey, how you going? How's everything going? Why'd you wake up in the middle of the night? You good?
Just sent him a quick text. Hey, Isabella's dad. What's up? You don't even know his name. You don't even know Mr.
He just shouted out her name for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you mentioned her name, didn't you?
Did I? Probably.
I don't know. Probably not. So, that's the name of Chris's girlfriend.
Oh, she got Sean and Frank on this episode, just so they could be quiet.
So they could just not talk through the entire time. And now I just outed them. Look at that. We're talking about everyone right now. I don't know. Friends are weird, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because it's just like sometimes you gotta make time for both, and you don't want to.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, like me.
Nah, just
very often. But no, it's sometimes you just want to hang out with your girl, but then also
like when I used to hang out with like these I used to hang out with girls for like I used to hang out with just girls for a good while, and then like it would be like rare when I would hang out with like you or like just guys. And I remember that one time they wanted to like join.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm just like, please, let me enjoy the cold one with the boys. Please let me
enjoy
the
cold. Was it cold? It was a cold night, I think. I was shivering.
We were by the fire.
Holding hands, cuddling, drinking our peppermint tea.
But like, okay, if you're like a girl and like a guy wants to spend time with like his boys, please don't like go on and on about how much you want to be there.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I think I'm pretty fortunate. I've never had that that experience. Like Mary's never begged me to hang out with like all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm usually like cool. But I feel weird if she doesn't go. Sometimes.
You're the one that begs.
I beg her to
please.
come. I'm like, just please come and save me from all this man talk. We don't even have like man talk in the group.
I mean, I would. It's just sometimes it feels a little uncomfortable.
It feels uncomfortable when no one says anything.
It's just like it's just like the statement.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, I want responses.
No, seriously, yeah. Like, hey, I want to talk about this thing, and then everyone's like, no, and you're just like, cool.
Like,
that's fine.
Sean, what are you doing next week? Stuff. Like, what stuff? Stuff. Okay.
That's accurate.
He saw Bruno Mars last night.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I was like, hey, is anyone doing anything today? Just no answer from him, and I was like, oh.
He's so weird about that. I don't know why he's just not straight up.
Sean, I love you. Be straight up with me. I think about you every day. My voice cracked thinking of you.
Yeah, I miss you.
I miss you.
I need you.
You remind me of my mom.
Please tell me what the fuck you're doing.
What are you up to? 1v1 me.
What are you up?
Okay, so let's see. How often do you have deep discussions?
We had one last night.
Oh yeah, what was it?
It was
just generally. What was it about?
About what the? Yeah, I think I still have shampoo in my hair. No, it was
I'll rinse you down after the show.
Because she writes things in her phone. It's like a diary, and I read it, and like as an idiot, because I thought it'd be funny just to be like laying on her bed reading one quote from it. I did that, and that was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, crying happened.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
My bad.
This was, and that talk lasted 3 hours.
That is terrible.
No, it was pretty nice. It's nice when they can open up like that when they're closed off.
Yeah, I hate discussion, but I always push for it. Because I know if you don't, like, people will probably die. Just like you'll just implode, and the relationship will like be in alive.
There are bigger things happening here than me and you. And Peter used.
There's the world.
Peter used incorrect grammar in that sentence, which is surprising for his character. Right?
He seems like a pretty Nazi grammar person, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. With those sort of late night talks, they can range. I don't know. They range from really good to, oh my god, we've just been talking for 4 hours and nothing's changed. You ever had one of those? Those are bad.
Not yet. We've had like a good amount of deep talks, which I think is kind of good for this relationship. I guess if you have a good amount of those things, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, nothing where like this is getting nowhere. We're just talking.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, maybe it's just the timing, and I feel kind of, I don't know if I should feel bad saying this on the air, but I mean, it's honest, and I don't think we're saying anything.
Live.
Yeah, we're live. Everyone can hear.
Should I just be honest right now?
Just be honest right now. Chris, I think we gotta break up, but,
I'm straight.
Chris, you have not been listening to me, and our discussions have not been extensive.
I still feel bad when we were watching The Thing, and I like just randomly said like, I miss being single.
Did you really say that?
I did.
Okay, wait.
You laughed.
Did I? Probably. I was late.
No, I said it's a joke, though. But no, I would never mean that.
So Mary and I saw The Thing at Chris's house was that on Halloween?
No.
When was that? That was a couple of days before, huh?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Like the weekend before, like a Friday.
That was fun. You know, it was fun sitting in your house when you weren't there. That was fun.
I know. I'm surprised you went in. Why'd you go in?
I knocked on the door and I was like, oh.
Who let you in? My dad.
I think your dad.
Your
mom.
Your mom. I was gonna say, how'd you handle that?
Your dad was like, so, what are you gonna watch? And I was like, I don't know, whatever B movie we can find. And he was just like, cool. And then he's just like, to use the TV. And I was like, yeah.
What would he ask you?
I don't know. I'm just like, thanks, Chris's dad.
That's a good thing he doesn't watch that.
Wait, is that common? Do you usually have people, just your friends, waiting for you inside your home?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't like asking people to come over, to be honest.
Really? Yeah. I need the prep time, personally.
It's not that. It's just I don't like how my family reacts to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Cameron just won't leave us alone. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's cool. Just relax. He has to be included in everything. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, like, I don't know, my older brother.
Yeah.
It took him a long time just to like. He didn't even really say hi to you that one time. Was that you or was that someone else?
I think I've met him once. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if that was on our I can confirm. Eduardo confirms Kevin has a beard.
Anyways, What about you? Okay, we already talked about deep conversations, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I have them pretty frequently. I don't know how... I have them pretty frequently, and they're pretty positive, and they are a good step for me. I don't know, like...
Yeah.
I don't know about you exactly, I guess.
For me, I mean, I think communication is necessary, because when people stop talking, it's like... you know, it's self-destructive to a point. I also think that there's also... Communication's weird, though, because you can definitely overdo it. Like, you can tell each other too many... Not tell each other, just talk too often. Mm-hmm. And I think that does really hurt, too. And I think that leads to a lack of trust, which you learn the hard way
As
sometimes.
I said before, don't bring up past relationships.
No, never do. I don't think I've ever done that. But I don't even... It's not that conscious, though.
Have you had past relationships?
Yeah.
You have? When was this?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm not going to talk about it on the air. I'll talk about this one, not any past ones. But
I'm going to hit this desk really hard when the mic goes off.
But I mean, no, and I wouldn't even... well, that's the thing. I wouldn't consider anything before her like a real relationship. Like, I think this is the only real one I've had.
But what would you consider like the length as a real relationship?
I don't think it's length. I think it's more girth. That's actually serious. I do think it's a little more about what it means and how much it meant to you and all that sort of stuff. Because there's like the what is it? The people in Greece. they're like, or like what is it? A High School Musical where they sing one song and they're in love and for that one song. But it's not like they didn't have a relationship, but that moment mattered. So
they were together like all of junior year and senior year. Excuse me.
No, before that, like before the first movie. Just. Don't at me.
It's the song they sing.
It's the song they sing. It just wrapped up the entire relationship in one go. So that's how I tend to view the validity of relationships. It's not really about length for me, time. It's more just about how much it means to you, and by far no interaction with any girl has meant what this relationship does. And a part of that is just time. Like, that is a factor. Because when you're pushing 2.5 years, 3 years, it's like... It's weird, Like, it's weird to think that there was a time when you just didn't text her regularly, where you just weren't like, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, and that's such a hard like thing to adjust to when it stops happening.
Yeah,
like
it's a little. It's like I hesitate to consider call it like an addiction, but it's literally like going cold turkey. You're just like, whoa. Even if you're the one like initiating the no talking, it's just like, what's happening?
Yeah, especially after like 2 years of constantly talking, then all of a sudden it's done.
Yeah.
Did I just call back something?
Just call back?
Yeah, no.
To our relationship?
Yeah, no. It's like for like almost a year now. I didn't have like somebody regularly to talk to. It was like,
it's odd.
I don't know if I like myself. No, just kidding.
No, you do start. You're like, because I know. I think we can both agree. We both get in our own heads pretty often, and so when there's not somebody to vent that out with. You got pretty. I do have a serious question for you. My own question: have you farted in front of your girlfriend yet?
Yeah,
you have, and she's been aware of it.
I fart all the time.
Yeah,
I do as a joke. I lock the doors and make sure she can't roll down the window.
There's one gas mask in the corner of the room, and you race for it.
I'll like hug her, and I'll stay like that idly, and you just hear like, and I'm just like, I love you.
I've never done it in front of Mary.
Not yet.
No, and I'm hoping I never will, because like. My farts kill people, and I don't want to subject her to death. It's like
that's what that smell in the car was.
Yeah, it's me.
Basically residue.
It's just residue. It's the lingering stank.
The mold on your seat from.
It's the mold on. No, it's not even mold. It's like a little mini ecosystem of bacteria accumulating. It's a city. So yeah, I just can't do it. I'm too scared.
Yeah. Okay. Next question though, because. We've only this is the second one?
This is the third.
The third?
Yeah.
Let's get to 5.
Okay. One. Okay, here's one. Do you have... It's not even related to dating, but I'm going to ask it. Do you have a best friend?
I feel like I have a few, which I don't feel is right.
Yeah, no, you got to choose one. Who does the rose go to?
So my friend that I've known since preschool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Chris,
Ed.
we host a show. No,
sorry.
Yeah.
I've known him since preschool. And like... I've literally been. He's like one of the few people I have seen naked.
Really?
Yeah, because like we're
one of the 2 people you've seen naked.
I used to go skinny dipping a lot with people, and I saw little nipple piercings. But no,
just too many.
I never went skinny dipping with him. It was like for photos. Like we were at the beach, and like we both got naked, not at the same time.
Yeah.
At different times,
but in the same place.
But I saw, and I am
the crotch.
I am a little grossed out to be honest. But like I covered myself up.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. I'm grabbing my crotch as we speak.
It's been a lonely winter for Chris.
Yeah, he was the first person I opened up to about like anything. So
yeah. No, I feel that.
Who's yours?
It's probably Mary. I mean, because I feel like, I know it's so
Turn
cliche.
my mic off.
I know. Get out of here. Thanks for listening.
Over.
Next Tuesday.
You can find me at underscore.
No, I mean it probably is just because I literally tell her everything on my mind. So it's like I feel like that's a big part of it. Just everything on my mind, and it's just it's also who you open up to, because in a lot of ways she is the first person I super duper opened up to. Oh. And then she made sure to close me back up because it was so dangerous. No.
She just sewed it.
She was like, "Oh, this is too much.
Keep
too
it in
much.
your vault.
We've been on 3 dates, dude. Just let's sew it up.
Sew it up. Save it.
Gets a staple gun and just let's get those feelings back in your chest, huh?" But yeah, probably her. I mean, and just because, like, also just objectively, a best friend is like your main go-to, and if there's someone I want to go see a movie with, it's going to be her when she's in town.
Oh, okay.
It's worth noting, I am in a long-distance relationship right now.
5 minutes away.
Well, yeah, when she's not here, obviously you and the boys are the go-to, because I have no one else in my life. But when she is here, it's her. So we probably have time for one more question.
Long distance, though. What were we going to say? You were in long distance right now?
Yeah, and it sucks. Long distance is terrible.
Yep.
Don't do it. Just move. Seriously, just move. Do whatever you can to prevent that. But last question, and this is a big one. Last question, are you allowed to date?
Oh, yeah. I'm the only one in my family. I'm the only, kid that does.
Right. Yeah. Well, I am too, but I'm the oldest, so it's kind of...
I don't want to, get too personal about my older brother.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't.
So don't.
I'm the only one that's actually ever had a relationship in that house.
So I don't think you need a relationship. I don't think that's a defining thing in your life, because I feel like you can get the same sort of affection in a sense from friends. So I don't know if that's
I mean, it's nice to
it's a plus.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to go home and sleep in the same bed with that person. You can't really do it with friends, or it just gets weird.
True. It's weird when we cuddled. I felt.
I mean, I just feel warm, and that's nice during the winters.
Yeah.
But I rolled my pant legs.
Are you an innie or an outie in terms of cuddling?
It varies. It varies. If I'm asleep, no. I mean, if I want my hair to be played with, because that's my kink, I'm the innie.
Yeah.
But most of the time, since I'm male and taller, I'm the outie.
I'm a solid foot taller than Mary, so I'm exclusively the outie. And it's the worst, because sometimes I just want to be told that everything's going to be okay.
It's just like blowing your...
Just stroke my hair, tell me I'm pretty, and, I wish, I keep thinking, Ed, you gotta grow a rat tail. She's gotta braid something. when
Rat's all on the side of your head.
I want to have the Anakin Skywalker one, where it just goes over my shoulder like an accessory. This one has blue stripes. Blah, blah, blah.
I know a girl with really short hair. She has a long braid like that, all the way down here. It's not as weird as you think. It actually looks cool.
You're describing a tail.
It's on the side of her head. Okay.
You're describing a really misplaced tail.
The thing you want, though.
The thing, yeah. Well, I'm a boy, so that makes a difference. Does it? Anyway, so I think that's really all we can talk about now. And now we're gonna go on to. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about relationships before we wrap up?
Don't rush into it. It'll find the right one will find you. I'll be honest. I found mine on Tinder, so but it did find me.
Yeah, it's what if it was just an accident? What if she accidentally swiped right?
Well, it's funny. It's she said after we our first date, she said you don't look anything like your photos. And she's it's a plus. I'm no, it must not be if you brought it up.
It's definitely a plus. That's sad. I would be bummed out by that. You look nothing like your photos, thank God. And I'd be I didn't choose the ugliest photos.
I was told these were all good by basically everyone I showed this to.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your vetting process?
Wait, what?
What's your vetting process? How many what's your criteria?
For how many photos I put out?
Yeah.
I put 6.
Yeah.
I put enough. I don't want to put one.
That's a lot. I feel like that's you can get to see all the shades of Chris.
You can see my photos or my sense of humor, because I put a photo of Franco like in an alien mask with like a towel wrapped around him when we were at the beach. That was one of my photos.
Important.
Yeah, and then another one was like, and the others were just me acting normal, you know. So yeah, it'll find you. The right one will find you.
Just a normal Joe.
And if it's not feeling right and you're having second thoughts, like talk about it. You know, like talk it out. It's like
or quit.
No, work through your problems. Don't give up because that's fucked up. Because that's happened in every relationship before this one.
Well, I would quit.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
a
why
big
a
fan of
relationship
quitting.
doesn't work out.
Yeah. And now we're going to move on to recommendations for the show, and I have a little more of a serious recommendation, which might be wholly inappropriate for the romantic episode.
Yeah.
But no. So in the wake
You're on me.
of all of the sexual assault accusations coming out from a bunch of people, resisting to power, I found out that the California state senator I interned for just got 2 allegations of sexual assault.
How does that make you feel?
It's a big bummer. Seriously, it just totally changed history for me. I didn't love my time at the office there, and a part of it is because I was not, I think, built for anything related to politics. It can be, the truth is, it can be kind of a little petty, a little insincere, and a little really disheartening. So hearing that he and some other people in the office were accused of some pretty bad things is interesting. But I think my recommendation is listen to the people who come out with this information. Don't dismiss them, and just make sure to encourage this sort of information coming out, because, you know, the women who came forward did their part. And that's really all they should have to do. The rest should be in our hands. So with that being said, and without going into too much detail, make sure we listen to the people who come out and have something to say. Now, Chris, what is your less serious recommendation for this episode?
I was actually laughing the whole time.
He was good. He was like, talking. It's funny because it's... Get that out of here. What's your recommendation for this episode?
I recommend switching to anything but Sprint, because Sprint sucks ass. I tried loading puns for the cold open, and nothing came. Like, it wouldn't even, like, the bar wouldn't even move. Nothing loaded.
It's just that. It goes like, hey, you want this? I don't want to give it to you. No.
No. You can't be the Audi.
No, daddy. I'm the Audi today.
No, daddy.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Yeah.
If she calls you daddy, it's real.
It's real. So you know the love is true.
Don't
True
move.
and honest.
Don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat. Don't rock my float, if you know what I mean, because I don't. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Mistakes Were Made. If you like the show, please follow us on and subscribe on iTunes and SoundCloud. And we'll be back with you next Tuesday with a Justice League review episode. We're probably going to have, you're going to watch it, and we're going to talk about it, and it's going to be wild. And we're probably going to have a few special people on the show. We don't know who yet.
Sean and Franco.
Sean and Franco.
We should go to Bobby's place for that one.
That'd be fun.
I feel like
we'd all fit, but I don't know. It's just that one is drop money.
Okay. Anyway, I'll give you my idea.
This is
on
an inside
after.
podcast talk.
I'll give you my idea on this one right after this.
So yeah, thank you for listening. Make sure to check out Parking Lot Boys. They just had us on their show. They're a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
Say hi to Bobby. Tell him we sent you. I mean, just so that way he knows we care.
Tell Gus I'm coming for him.
Tell Gus that Chris is coming for him. Anyway, thank you so much for the show. Thank you for listening. You're right. Oh, look at that, Chris, remembering what I'm forgetting. Chris, where can we find you on social media and online?
You can find me at _the_milky_way on Instagram. That's all I use. If you want that Snapchat, DM me for the name. Wink at you. Ed.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LifeOfScreen. Don't DM me. I will be very afraid and probably not.
Actually, please DM me. I want to know who's listening.
I want to know if you like the show. DM me. If you don't, also DM me.
Yeah.
I need some attention. I'm also clearly unaware of what I want.
I need to open up to more people than just Mary. She said.
No, not says that. I did not say that.
They said that off live.
Off the mic. That's an off the mic talk. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be